Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna take a look at Druddigon, which just got released also as a shiny. So like if you get lucky you can get that there as well. Basically what you have to do is you have to write for that. I had to write with 2 accounts again because it's difficult to get one with the right AV spread. It is possible to get one without trading below 1500 CP, but it's just like range. I think it's like 2/3 of them are above and the other one are like below. So here I tried it, like I did one raid with 2 accounts, got both the really bad ones. Mine were like just barely about 1500. I think I was 1503 CP, so I couldn't use it. I just traded them over and just took whatever I got, and it is garbage, but it still was pretty nice. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I guess it's like every dragon could do what this Pokemon can do. I guess the coverage is kind of funny though, like it's maybe a bit unique there. But Dragon Tail chunks a lot. Like Dragon Tail is not a move that you can not respect there, especially with the high attack stat here. And you should definitely try to get one for Ultra League, I would say. And you also should try to trade one for Bad IVs again, because sadly this thing is A, raids, and B, I think field research. And what I heard on Twitter, I haven't seen like a graphic which confirms that or anything like this. You have to get the task for that thing with, I think was like 3 raids or something. So like you have something raid locked and a task which requires raids, so kind of annoying, but you get one for free at least if you catch all the Pokemon that are gonna be like in the new event, which are not really looking too promising, to be honest. I don't really like them too much. But yeah, you also see my elo here right now. Like tomorrow I'm gonna make a video like in just a few hours from this video where I'm gonna showcase my starting elo. You see me here at 1943 or something. This is not my starting elo. I tanked for exactly 6 sets straight. I went 0 and 30 because I got ranked so high that my Q times are crazy, and my Q times are still crazy here because not a lot of people are already in ace rank. So yeah, like in general, like I got ranked so high. You're gonna see that in tomorrow's video if you haven't seen it on social media before. And I also, the team that I used there, because this team was super cheap, like, and was so working well. Like if you haven't subscribed yet, definitely do so if you want all the cool teams that get you to high elo. And also the fun content, like here we have the Druddigon there. I only did 11 battles with this Pokemon and I went 9 and 2, which is pretty decent, I would say. Maybe also because of the team, and definitely like the Machamp did a lot of work there. But Druddigon, it was actually fun to play. Like I cannot say it was bad or anything like this. It didn't let me down. It was pretty cool because you get to the charge move so fast still, even though like Dragon Tail is such a heavy damage move. The Dragon Claw only needs 35 energy, the Night Slash only needs 35 energy. I think the Dragon Tail generates 10 energy or something for like 3 turns. Or is it 9? It could be also 9. I don't know, it's either 10 or 9. I think it's 9 actually, but I don't know. And you get to the moves very fast though, like it's totally fine. Here we have a really bad lead. We have the Pillar against us, we're just gonna go for one move there. Trying to get the shield because he knows it could be a rock slide. We're gonna get the shield, we're gonna have the move against us now. Actually I thought of no shielding here, but then I thought maybe I just gonna go 0 shields there, that should be fine. And I tried to see P-tie on him, but I don't think my opponent actually threw here. But we actually were never gonna know because my opponent just didn't shield at all and we just won switch advantage back. Here's a Trevenant. Trevenant's always kind of a problem to my teams, but it is actually fine here because we're still the Registeel. We can align the fire type against our dragon, and Druddigon just gonna shred through those through this little Macago there, and we should be in a really decent spot here. The Flash Cannon gets a shield, he swaps out, and look how much damage I do. I actually make a small mistake there, which nearly cost me the game later on, because I actually think I would have been able to farm all the way down here. It kind of looks like it, but only because my opponent lagged a little bit. Maybe not, I don't know. But we have to go for we're just gonna go for the move. It's a safer play. If he gets to the Stone Edge, this game is over, sadly, against us. And let's see how much a Night Slash does against this Trevenant. Does around 60 something % for 35 per energy move. That is pretty solid, which is not even a step. Seed Bomb comes through, we're just gonna KO him. I don't know why this opponent never threw the Shadow Ball, because he definitely had Shadow Ball, but I take that. Next opponent has Machamp against us in the lead, nothing that you want to see. Goes into a Frostless. Usually I bait here, and I say usually, because this time around my opponent expected a bait. Didn't work out for him. Good for me. And my opponent goes back into the Machamp. And I was like, kind of, maybe I should shield this, maybe not, because I got the extra move through. I was like, okay, I just gonna shield this, get the shield back. Should put him into range for the Druddigon. I don't really want to have that thing against my Registeel. He just gonna let it go. And now we have the Drapion there against the Registeel and against my Druddigon. I don't know what he wants to do here. Like, Poison Sting, of course, double resisted against the Steel type or Poison type Pokemon. Not the best idea. Of course, Crunch gonna hurt, especially if he gets defense drops. But we were actually really lucky there. Didn't get a single defense drop. And we can just go for the Flash Cannon. Being able to do a lot of damage there. Being able to take those crunches. And this Flash Cannon would get the last shield. I'm just gonna wait now for my opponent to throw his next charge move so I can still have my shield and full health on my Druddigon to finish this game off. He goes for the crunch, doesn't KO, I just gonna swap out immediately. And my opponent sees my Dragon and just surrenders here. I actually saw a lot of people hating on the design on Druddigon. I can see it, but I actually think it's hilarious. I actually really like the design there. I know it's not for everybody, I know I can see why people don't like it, but for me, all those Pokemon that look kinda interesting are funny and I like them, and yeah. Here we have the Granville against us. I played this game horrible because I actually shouldn't have swapped immediately into my Registeel there, that was kinda stupid. But I can already spoiler there, we will not win this game as well because the champ is just a little bit too strong for me here. I was just hardcore. I mean, what can I do? We have a champ against a Registeel and a Granville coming into fighting type. There was nothing I could do there. It was just those games happen. It's not algorithm. It's just unlucky matchup. It is all fine. We're gonna lose this game there because the Machamp just gets to too many moves there. He also plays this really well. He always goes for one counter, then for the charge move. That is how you're supposed to play it because it doesn't allow the opponent to sneak in any move. And very well played by my opponent, cannot be mad or anything. Well played there. Macargo, again, something where I just swap out into my Machamp. I actually get some extra quick moves and my opponent goes into Trevenant, which is usually the hardest counter there. But I thought, if I hit the Rock Slide here, I should put him into range where the Cross Chop would actually get a shield or KO him. So I'm just gonna shield here. And we can go for one Cross Chop there. I'm gonna put him into a position where he has to shield there to win switch advantage back. But look how much the counter does. We're actually gonna die at the same time. And I'm actually gonna see my opponent swapping in too early there. I already see here that it's a fire type, so I can go into my Druddigon. Just wait out till the end. And I can just farm him down there. Don't really worry about anything, right? He goes for a Rock Tomb. It's a Meganium. I just farmed extra and thought, okay, I can store the energy, maybe... He should shield the move here from the Registeel. There's no way my opponent doesn't do that, right? He goes for the Earthquake. Gonna do a lot of damage. I can go for the Flash Cannon. I should have went for the Focus Blast. Focus Blast does a little bit more damage, and that would have come in clutch here because it would have most likely KO'd them, especially after the lockdown here. And I was like, if he shields here, that's a Frenzy Plan kills me. If he shields and has the Earthquake close to the Earthquake already, maybe that would have KO'd me. Maybe it would put me into range as well. Just let it go. And we're gonna be able to actually go for the Night Slash here and still get to another one because we generate energy so fast and we are so spammy. We got the boost there, doesn't matter anyway. We just gonna destroy this guy. Bye bye, Druddigon, just too strong. Next up, we're gonna have Registeel against Kofagrigas. This is tricky, of course. This is not something that you really like to see. Doesn't really matter though that we have a quick move that is normal type because it's always going to do 1 damage anyway. There are actually some scenarios where Lock On does more damage than 1 damage, which is just rarely seen. I think it's against super attack rated Pokemon that might be even Shadow and have a defense drop, then you can do up to 2 damage with a Lock On, which is kind of hilarious because they have 1 base damage but still can go higher than that. So yeah, this is never gonna be the case against a Kovac. Anyway, we're gonna be able to tank this Shadow Ball. We hope that we can get to the Flash Cannon in time, but my opponent's CMP is here with me. I didn't want to risk the farm down there, and we're just gonna let it go. I can take this though with my Druddigon, and I just gonna try to swap onto the Crunch. Didn't work out, but my opponent reveals his actual moveset here with the Awkward Tail. Awkward Tail gonna be a little bit better, but also a little bit worse. He gets to it after already 4 Poison Stings, while the Sludge Bomb needs 6, but it doesn't hurt really that much, so we're kind of fine there. And here I'm just gonna go for another nice Cross Chop. And my opponent gets to the move here, definitely gonna KO me, but can my Druddigon win this game for me? That's the question. We have some extra energy already. We're close to 2 moves. What does he have in the back? It's a Lapras and gonna come down to the wire. Does this do enough? Ooh, how much does the Dragon Claw do? It does a solid amount of damage. And if you see how much the Dragon Tail does this move KO here? That's the question. It barely doesn't, and we need like one more quick move to KO this Lapras. Sadly, this won't be a win for us, but good game there to my opponent. Well played. Into the next battle, we're gonna have a Registeel against Trevenant again. Something that you don't want to face, of course, but it is also fine. My opponent goes into Machamp. This is horrible. Machamp is really difficult for this team to beat. Of course, you have your own Machamp. Of course, I think you might win in the 2 shield with the Druddigon. But other than that, it's kind of difficult. But also, we got him kind of low, and he just got no shield there. And I don't know why, but my opponent cannot count here, and he gonna shield this cross chop. Thanks for that. Wasn't necessary. Still, we can just go for some flash cannon here, and we should be able to get a shield or get him close enough where I can just use my Dragon Tails to KO him. There should be in a decent spot there then. Let me see if he let it go. He let it go. I just gonna swap out into the Druddigon, knock him out. He has a Skunking in the back and Skunking in his Druddigon here. You're gonna see I'm just gonna outspam him. And with the damage from my Dragon Tail, this matchup is super decent for the Druddigon. Like, as soon as you have shields, you can kind of get the damage done through the quick move already, and then just finish off with a fast charge move there, and you should be fine to win a lot of matchups with this Pokemon, which is pretty cool. So, here we have the Frostless and the Registeel again. Really nice matchup. My opponent goes into the Drapion, and yeah, at this point we can go for Focus Blast. If he shields, fine. We're just gonna wait until he goes for 2 crunches so we can go into our Machamp there freely. Machamp also has play against the Frostless, but yeah, at this point I can ask maybe for a like if you like this video, and if you like the effort from me right now. It's half to like 1 hour and 30 minutes after midnight, so it's very late for me. Always stay up for this. Also, it's only that late because Niantic screwed up with the New Zealand in general. They gave them basically the Pokemon an hour later than it's supposed to be, which is hilarious. They completely screwed up in that New Zealand thingy there, otherwise the video would be already out most likely an hour earlier. But of course I have to wait until raid invites are available there. And yeah, here we have still the Frostless. We're going to be able to win this matchup against the Frostless with the Machamp. It's actually not a decent matchup for Frostless whatsoever. In a neutral scenario, Frostless against a Machamp always loses in those 2 shields, just straight cross chop. And here, because it's a Druddigon video, I just wanted to see if we can still shred this Malamar to pieces, and we still have the cross chop stored on our Machamp. We're going to be able to go for the Dragon Claw there. Doesn't do enough. It does do enough. Bye-bye Malamar, and we don't win this game easily. Good game there. We still have the best game to come. It might be this one. I don't know. There was one game. I think it was this game. Of course, Molar is the worst Pokemon to face. It's actually not really bad. I think Registeel wins in nearly every shield scenario here, just because Lock On actually puts them into range for 2 Focus Bursts, which is nice. I'm just gonna go for a safe play here in shield. Could be a Hydro Pump, would do a lot of damage, just a Psychic. Totally fine for me. We can go for the move, my opponent shields. We can go for another move in time most likely, because we generate energy nearly twice as fast as my opponent there. So we're just spamming out the Focus Blast. Bye-bye Fishy. And in comes in the Diggersby, and my opponent plays is pretty interesting, but also pretty well. As he gonna shield this though, but he gets so much energy that he kinda threatens my Machamp. And it's gonna be really difficult to win this game, because yeah, like we have a shielded man shield, but I have to shield something. I have to hope that he goes for the Earthquake here. He doesn't, and you're gonna reveal the last Pokemon as well, I think, soon. I can go for the move here, but he definitely gets to the Earthquake before I can get to the next move. My opponent swaps out into the Frostless. I have to catch the move, and we do it. And also I have to perfectly farm up as much energy that I can go for a cross chop and a Rock Slide at the same time. And we're gonna be able to go for the Rock Slide there. We're most likely gonna get to the cross chop as well. If you like that play, please leave a like on the video. Otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your day or night for me, and see you in the next one. Bye!